I'm filming. Whew. Hello everyone, welcome to this video. I wanted to jump on here and tell you guys a little bit about what I went through. It has been 6 months since I had a stillbirth, and I really want to bring awareness to miscarriage and stillbirth and share with you guys what I went through. I've been pretty open on my Instagram and social media platforms, but I haven't sat down and actually spoken to you guys in a little bit more detail. So that's what I'm going to do now. But firstly, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to all of you guys. In a situation like this, I think a lot of people can think that social media and being online has a lot of negative things that come with it. And when everything happened with me, I was kind of like I didn't even want to say anything to anyone. I just wanted to disappear for a while. But when I posted everything on my social media, I honestly was so shocked how amazing and supportive and caring and loving all of you guys were. And I can definitely say my social media was a huge blessing to me. All of you guys were a huge blessing to me. All of your prayers, all of the messages, being able to speak to families that were going through the same thing or had gone through the same thing, and to be able to relate to people honestly helped me so much with my healing, and I cannot even describe how much you guys helped me. Oh my gosh, I'm already getting emotional. So that's what I just wanted to start this video off as a huge thank you to you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna just get into it. On the 19th of June, I woke up and I felt really strange. I just woke up and I remember saying to Emra, I was like, oh, he hasn't kicked much today. That's really weird. Like, he's really active and he hasn't kicked much. And I was like, that's really weird. Maybe he's just napping. Maybe, I don't know. But I wasn't worried at all. I had a midwife appointment booked for that morning, like a couple hours from then. So I wasn't worried, and, you know, I didn't feel anything like concerning, no pain, no nothing. So I was like, okay, I'm going to the midwife anyway. I'll just let her know when I see her. So I went in for my appointment and got there, and I said to her, oh, by the way, like, he's really quiet this morning. I'm not sure if he's in a weird position or what's going on. And she said, okay, well, we're going to do ultrasound now anyway, and we'll go from there. So she got out her little ultrasound thing and she's looking around, and she's looking, and yeah, she's not saying much. And I didn't think anything of it. I just thought, like, maybe he's in a weird position. Like, sometimes it takes a while to find the baby. Then she was like, oh, like, I can't find where is he? What's he doing? And anyway, so she goes, I'm going to just get the bigger ultrasound thing, because it was like a small one that she just does it quickly usually with. So she gets in like the bigger machine, and she then is having a look, and I was like, still not really thinking anything of it. I was like, okay. And then she's like, it's really weird, like, okay, looking around, and then she goes, I'm gonna go just get another doctor. And that's when I was like, okay, why do you need another doctor? Like, just, you know, find him. He's moving around somewhere in there. And the other doctor came in, and she put the ultrasound on for only a couple of minutes, and then she just grabbed my hand and said, I'm really sorry, but I can't find a heartbeat. no matter like how much you heal, every time I hear those words, like it's like a rush, like the weirdest feeling. I just feel cold. I just remember she said to me that, and I just started to scream. I said, look, I said, he has a heartbeat. Keep looking, keep looking. This can't be true. This can't be true. I said, this isn't real. This isn't real. I was screaming. And my midwife grabbed me. She was holding me. And she just said, I'm so sorry. She's crying also. She goes, I'm so sorry. And I just kept on screaming. I was repeating myself. And I said, no, like this isn't real. This isn't happening. And then I called Emra. And I said, they can't find a heartbeat. Oh, gosh. Feels so surreal even thinking about it now. Feels like an out-of-body experience. And so then I called my mum as well. Or I texted my mum, I can't remember. And I just said they can't find a heartbeat. And then she tried to call me. My sisters tried to call me. My husband's family tried to call me. I just left my phone and I just sat there, and it's kind of like I left my body and I was just numb. Like people were talking to me in the room, the doctors and nurses, and I can't even remember responding to anyone, or maybe I was just nodding my head, but it's like I literally was just numb. And then they said to me, we're going to go down to another ultrasound section in the hospital, and this ultrasound is like a massive, huge machine, and we're just going to look over things. They didn't say to me like we're going to check if he definitely doesn't have a heartbeat. They didn't say that, but in my head I was like, good, let's go, because like I still thought he had a heartbeat in my head. Like I just thought they got it wrong, and I was like, yes, take me to this other machine, take me to all of them and check me, because I couldn't believe it. Like I was in denial. And my midwife was telling me, I said to her, I said, please, I said, tell me they've made a mistake and we're going to find a heartbeat. And she said, like, she kept telling me, like, I think she didn't want to crush me, but she's saying, like, there is no heartbeat. So we went down to that other machine. There wasn't a heartbeat. They did their tests. And then my husband got there. My mum got there. And they explained to me that I had to give birth to baby Jamal or have an operation. And they said to have the operation, there's a lot more risk. I could risk my own life. And it's just a much better option to have the baby. And so first I just wanted to have the operation, and then it took a few hours of me just like convincing and just to digest everything. But then I thought of my other kids and my husband, and I decided to for them to induce me. So that's when they give you some medication, and pretty much you have to go home for 24 hours, or you can stay in the hospital for 24 hours and then you start to go into labor. So I decided to go home. They recommend going home also, but that was honestly like one of the hardest 24 hours of my life. And then I went back the next day I went with my family. My sisters all came with me. My mum had my kids. My husband was there. A lot of my husband's family was there too, and started the labor process. Another reason why I want to share this with you guys is because I want to share what I would suggest to anyone else that goes through what I went through. Because at the moment when having baby Jamal, I was initially like, the initial feeling is just like you just want to be put to sleep, and you just want it to end. You just want to, just get through it. So I highly recommend holding your baby, embracing your baby, which took convincing from my midwives and my nurses. I'm so glad I did. I got to hold him. They got photos of him. They did footprints of him and his little hands. And I highly suggest that, where I know a lot of people will just, your initial feeling is just to block it all out. And I am so grateful for every single moment I had with him, every single second. And then after having time with him, I got to go home. We did a lot of testing. They test the placenta, they test the baby, they test me, and my results have come back at nothing abnormal, nothing. They found nothing. And the doctor said to me that can be, really frustrating, having no answers at all, but at the same time, he said take it as a positive, where if I do want to have more kids in the future, there wasn't a main problem, and it gives me a better chance if I do want to have more kids with future pregnancies. For me, I'm not going to try and push any religion, anything at all on anyone. I just want to let you guys know also, for me, is along with all the support from you guys, my family, close friends, we were so supportive. We have such a beautiful community of family and friends around us that really just helped us with everything and was there for us, just held us strong. But along with that, 90% of what got me through it all, to wake up and be able to look after my children, is my religion. And there's a lot of different ways to go through grieving, and everyone is different. And I did a lot of things. I did painting and DIY and bushwalks and beach walks and meditation and yoga, and I went away a lot, and I did a lot of soul searching, and it all helped for me. But more than any of that, 90% was my religion and faith, and just getting on your knees and praying to God. I want to finish this video on a positive note, that I have changed so much. I've grown so much. I look at the world completely different. I feel like I've honestly grown up like so much in the past 6 months. And every second I have on this earth, I'm grateful for. Every second I have with my kids, I'm grateful for. Every second I have with my husband, I'm grateful for. I'm just so grateful, and I know how blessed I am. And I know if I'm gonna have another baby, I know it's in God's plans. And I know Jamal is watching over me and the kids and Emra. And I'm really blessed and grateful for that. And I just want to finish this off saying another huge thank you to you guys, because honestly, just being able to go through my DMs and speak to families that have gone through the same thing, went through a similar thing, ages ago, stillbirth or miscarriage, to be able to connect, to be able to help each other, has honestly been amazing. And I'm so grateful for my social media. So grateful. So I'm just going to end this video here, and I hope this video can help someone or comfort someone. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for listening.